John Edwards may have left politics, but the scandal that forced him out just will not go away. The former North Carolina senator and past presidential candidate could learn soon whether he will face criminal charges. A federal grand jury has been investigating whether he violated campaign finance laws in covering up his affair with Rielle Hunter. And our Brian Ross has much more on this. Good morning, Brian.
Well, good morning, Robin. And the moment of truth does seem to be fast approaching for John Edwards. The key question is whether Edwards knew that his campaign supporters were paying hush money to his mistress to keep her quiet while he ran for office and she had his baby. Federal prosecutors at this courthouse in North Carolina have reportedly wrapped up their grand jury investigation and await a decision by the end of the month on whether Edwards should face criminal charges.
We actually want to live in a moral, righteous, and just America.
When Edwards announced he was running for president, his mistress, campaign filmmaker Rielle Hunter, was there, just a few feet away from Edwards' now deceased wife, Elizabeth. After the National Enquirer broke the story of the affair and the baby, Edwards lied about his involvement.
The story's false. It's completely
Two of his
untrue.
big contributors provided tens of thousands of dollars that ended up supporting the mistress.
The two things that they'd have to prove would be, first, that the money that was paid to this woman was done for the purpose of influencing the election, and secondly, that it was done with Mr. Edwards' knowledge or in coordination with him.
Edwards' mistress testified before the grand jury in North Carolina, bringing Edwards' daughter, Frances Quinn, along for the session. But the most damning evidence may have come from Edwards' former aide, Andrew Young, who says, at Edwards' request, he claimed he was the father. Young told Bob Woodruff of ABC News that he was part of an elaborate cover-up that Edwards helped to orchestrate, even if Edwards didn't know all the details.
But he knew about the money, he knew about the methodology, and he knew about the sources.
Andrew Harris John.
And Young gave prosecutors messages left on his phone by Edwards, seemingly expressing gratitude for his help in the cover-up.
I just wanted you to hear that. And once again, to tell you I love you. I really love you, Andrew.
Of course, that love disappeared when Young went public with allegations of the cover-up and a sex tape involving Edwards and his mistress. Lawyers in the case say a decision on the next step will come by the end of the month. And as an indication of just how big a problem Edwards may have, it was revealed Thursday that Edwards had hired one of Washington's top lawyers, Greg Craig, former White House counsel for President Obama, who helped defend Bill Clinton over allegations of his affairs.
So, Brian, what do you think is behind these moves to hire Craig?
Well, at this point, Craig's the kind of person who can go in and urge the Justice Department not to prosecute or perhaps try to cut a deal on behalf of Edwards to avoid jail time.